Hello, everyone. We are alive. By the way, my webcam is on such an edge of precipice. I can't even breathe because then my stomach will kick the table and then it will fall or something.
Looks to me like problems from past life or something.
Yeah. You guys are probably wondering, where have we been? Who wants to go first?
Here and there. Well, everybody knows where you've been.
I'm sorry, my father had a heart attack.
Yeah. Father has heart attack and he goes and like publishes 15 videos in like 2 days.
He got better, okay? Okay,
across
I
5
can't,
different channels.
okay, I can't even move. Like, this is extremely dangerous. This is such a good angle.
Yeah, so as they say, a fine balance of work and family tends to keep a man busy. And the man was busy.
It is such a choking balance that
The man was busy. It is what it is, you know.
I know. As well, for myself, as I mentioned before, my father had a heart attack.
I'm receiving a phone call in 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
But okay, that person needs to be done away with. Who is the person?
He'll know.
You just send me a message. No, you didn't. Damn it.
10 p.m. So so what happened is we wanted to record a couple of days earlier.
Yeah.
And it kind of didn't happen. First of all, it was like I think it's around 90 Fahrenheit, which is around 30 something Celsius in my home because my air conditioning doesn't work. And we are going through the warmest days of the year where the temperatures go even as far as 40 degrees Celsius, which is around 100 and something Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So it has been, you know, but I'd go through it. Like I spent 25 minutes setting everything up for this recording. I set up the fancy camera, the fancy microphone. I set up the fancy lighting. I put a cooler behind the camera that blows cold air directly into me.
Sips loudly.
And then B joins. B, who has been very quote unquote successful at getting a web camera in the past 5 months.
I ordered it and zilch.
Yeah, because Serbia. But
I have to reiterate the conversation I had with the sales support agent online.
Yeah, let me finish and make sure to do that because I'm interested as well. Anyways, he joins via his phone, which is what he usually does. And, you know, he can't use the good microphone with the phone because then the speaker doesn't work, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. His sound was like he's talking from a well while being gagged. While being gagged and also low-key tortured. That's how he sounded, and it just wouldn't work.
That is just my workplace. Okay.
Hell.
Okay, no, I'm kidding. It's only hell when I underperform, which is all the time.
What did they say?
So I mean, like most modern people, I hate having phone conversations. So I went to the site and lo and behold, there's a chat agent. So I click there and hello, I want to cancel my webcam order. And they're like, sure, what way do you want to cancel it? And I'm like, what? do you mean what's the reason for cancellation? And the CL agent, because it's Friday, it's near the end of the working hours, it's really hot, and he or she, she she says, yeah, sorry, I meant what's the reason for cancellation? Well, I ordered it 2 months ago. I mean, they need to ask. And she's like, okay, I apologize that you did not get the product you wanted. Bye. And they're like, bye. And that's it. But what's the reason for cancellation? And that reminds me of one of the best jokes ever that I've seen. Like somebody wanted to cancel our, somebody wanted a refund from AliExpress because they didn't get the object that they wanted. Do you know that one?
No, but I've been in the situation quite a number of times.
Okay, so that person like sends, hello, I want to cancel an order because I did not get the items ordered, and they get back, no problem, sir. Send us the photos of your issue. And that person is like, like sending pictures of empty hands. So yeah, as you can see, I did get a webcam because okay, there's a story behind this webcam, not this one in particular.
You took your talents to the nearby tech shop and you just paid money to get a webcam.
No, literally.
You could have done 6 months ago, a year ago, when I asked
guys, listen to me. If you have a problem, just throw money at it. Trust me, it works. Okay.
Yes,
it works.
Yes. You know what my father says? He says,
unless you're Judas, then don't throw money at it. Do everything except throw money.
No, you throw money afterwards if you're Judas. But okay, it's good.
But it's throwing money.
It's okay. Like post festum, after
the fact. Yeah.
The fact. But my father says if it's solvable with money, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, and he's right. So how did the story of the webcam go? M was trying really hard to up our game, but sadly I was the part of the game. So I apologize, stupid computer. I did not know.
Then let me take over. I found
the perfect
webcam, the perfect webcam for him. Send him the link. Time passes by. Did you get a webcam? No. Why not? Can I send me the link again? Go back, check if it's still valid. Send in the link again. Sometime after. Did you get the webcam? No. Can you send me the link again? What was the webcam? What was it? So back and forth. He finally orders that particular camera. No.
I did not order it. I was like, hey, let's forget this site because I have to organize myself with this person to get it, and I can already see the issue. Just give me somewhere.
I might have skipped some details.
No. But the point is how complicated I make everything unnecessarily.
So true.
Yeah. And then he sends me the link. I ordered the webcam, and bam, it's forgotten forever. And like 3 months ago, 3 months passed, and like, hey, I ordered the webcam.
Yeah. that totally happened.
Yeah. So basically, we had an option without the webcam to record without my video, but with perfect microphone, or
which I gave you,
which he gave me. Like, guys, I have patrons, and you guys are terrific. But M is piggy riding me to glory. I mean, you guys are all terrific, but M is like the dark side of the Bible illustrated that you do not see. Not dark side in the side in the sense of bad side, but like the dark side of the moon, because
the guy from the shadows.
Yeah, like he was the one who convinced me to record my face during Bible Illustrated Hands, which should be renamed Bible Illustrated Face by now. He told me to he made that nice patron thingy at the end of my videos, which is such a useful tool that there are things you can pay for Patreon, but that one is so nice.
There are things you can code.
Yeah, there are things that you can code. And so
Yeah.
And of course, whenever I need somebody who does not sound like a Russian villain from a Bond movie, I have him as an as a voice actor. So that's terrific.
Yay.
Oh, and if I need somebody who can record something real quick, unlike myself, I wish we recorded how we record. I wish we recorded the making of 1054.
Oof. I mean, like just producing the behind the scenes would have been such a pain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, truly, you are not easy to work with in that sense because
Mm.
he just can't get a coherent sentence, through and through. He's like 15 takes at least for every single sentence.
I'm better now, but for example, the last video, how not to confess your sins, it's about 8 minutes. The original file was raw file was some 14 minutes. That includes, I mean, bad takes that I had to cut out. It does not mean removed material. It's just bad takes that I had to amputate from. And man, it is annoying. Like maybe I'm like borderline dyslexic or something.
You think?
No,
No.
no. I mean, I don't know.
You're
Maybe
just
I am.
chaotic like every single artist I've ever met.
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to do better. See, I now have my little notebook where I write down things. The courtesy of Republic Geodetic Authority of Serbia. So, let's complain about weather.
Didn't I already complain?
Well, yeah, but I think that Belgrade is really special, how hot it becomes. And of course, everybody else who's listening to us, oh, but do you know about our city? And
Okay, so you said it, and you asked for it. You asked for it.
I have opened the floodgates.
Where were you when it was 40 degrees Celsius, 100 and something Fahrenheit? Where were you, like location wise?
You mean like previous 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay. When the really hot temperatures began, I think it was the first day of the 40-degree hell. I got a call from a very good friend of mine who moved to Banja Luka, which is a city in Republika Srpska. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Being a part of it, it's so complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. So this is someone I used to hang practically on weekly basis, but after he moved, we only see each other when he comes to Belgrade, which is once a year tops.
Please, you said this is someone I used to hang on a weekly basis.
So anywho, he tells me that he's at some street which is basically the ending bus station of the bus line that practically begins at my workplace. So I entered that bus, which was unlike every other time, was this full, like it was completely full. And I entered this endless drive, and I'm completely covered in sweat. I get out of the bus, I'm completely wet, I'm drenched. There's hell degrees outside. There's hell times 10 degrees inside of the bus. I do not, and I sent him a message like, hey, I got out of the bus, where are you? And he sends me, man, I need to take a shower. I have left the apartment unlocked. This is where you need to go. And I'm like, oh, I need a shower too, so bad. I totally understand, man, who probably went and had the coldest water possible on his shower because it was unbearable. Of course, he had no air conditioning. He did have a cold shower though.
I was actually outside for the whole day.
So how are you alive then?
I'm alive because I was heeding.
Because I'm not fat like you, boy.
I was heeding a good advice from a good friend, which is I was on Ada, which is a lake in Belgrade. I was there, and I was below a huge tree, which provided natural shade. from sun. It's not like a tent.
No, no.
It's and it was actually super bearable. I was actually even considering taking like bathing a little bit, and jumping into the water, but I hurt my foot,
How
and
did that happen?
well, a new pair of sandals,
Yeah.
which were supposed to be super comfy, which they are, but for some reason something just went wrong. But the point is, I was actually outside from there, and I was driving my push scooter, like the electric push scooter. And the funny thing is, it's like 40 degrees Celsius outside, and I'm riding the scooter, and you don't feel anything. Meaning, the rush of air feels so good. You don't feel
Oh
anything.
yeah, yeah.
You absolutely do not feel the heat. But then I was going back from the lake back into the area of the city where I live in, and it was the rush hour across the bridge. Man, if it was 40 degrees outside, it was 50 degrees on that bridge.
Oh yeah,
So
on the pavement.
just imagine an endless line of cars, you know, internal combustion engines,
Oh, okay.
all of them, right? And you're like riding next to them. Do you know that I was freaking checking my pulse while I was riding because I thought I was gonna get a heart attack. I was like, this was not a good idea. This was not a good. It didn't feel like that when I was going in the opposite direction, but it wasn't a rush hour. So back home, and
Where I did get a heart attack.
and the air conditioning doesn't work. Shower works wonders for exactly 2 minutes.
By the way, I imagine you like or anyone else under those conditions entering the shower and like cold water simply instantly turning into steam as it hits the body like.
But it's one of those things. You take a shower, and the second you turn the water off, like
the heat is back.
you're starting to sweat, which is like, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So yeah, I definitely need to fix the air conditioning. But you know what the problem is? Well, there's actually two problems. One, my passport is expiring next month.
Yeah, because in Serbia we need to have passports to have air conditioning.
And second of all, I've called upon around 10 different service shops, for air conditioning units. Can't get somebody to come and fix it.
Okay, this is the absolute manifestation of Murphy's Law, because outside, when you need a serviceman, they're constantly on the phone like, hello, do you need somebody to check your air conditioning unit? And like, no.
Yes, we're calling you from this and that, blah, 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 tra la la. But then when you need them, it's like when you enter a tech shop and they're like, can we help you with something? Do you need anything? Is there anything I can do for you? And then when you actually need them, zero, nobody's there.
It's like when you're trying to convert to Jehovah's Witnessism and you can't find them anywhere. They never call, they never drop by, nothing. Like, hello, I want to convert to Mormonism, and you encounter the pair of the most rude, obnoxious, introvert people you ever had the misfortune of meeting. By the way, sort of tangential. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't care. We're not even native speakers. I think that yesterday there was a horrible tornado in Czech Republic, which devastated a village. I think that around 3 people had died and 100 people were injured, and the village is ruined. It's destroyed.
Yeah, I've seen it. I couldn't bear to.
And if it can happen there, it can happen too. So
imagine like tornado in Europe, and like,
I mean, they have been known to happen, but they're exceedingly rare, and I don't
like
think
super small.
Yeah, and I don't think that they've caused any substantial damage. Not unlike this one, which, like,
yeah. By the way, if you remember, I had an explosion yesterday as well.
Yeah.
You know, the first time we tried to record, you know, his sound didn't work, and then the second day, which was yesterday, we also wanted to record, and then half of the city lost electricity because we had an explosion in a how do you call that?
Power station?
Power station. Yeah, in a power station. And
Probably due to heat, probably.
no, for sure. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's no doubt about it. You know, and because there were like two different explosions from two different power.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. And they happened literally in the same day, and half of the city lost power. And I remember, you know, coming home, and there's like zero light. You can't even turn on the cooler, you know, the
Oh,
ventilator, whatever.
yeah.
Which is like, you know, it's not much, but you hack it. You know, I put like, I take the ice from the freezer, you know, the thing you put in a portable freezer,
Okay.
you know, and I just kind of hook it onto the thing, and when it blows, it kind of feels like it's blowing a little bit of a colder
Yeah.
air, but and it worked. But you know, we went home, and like nothing's working. Fortunately, I've had a lot of battery in my tablet, so we binge watched some Netflix. Um,
Terror. Like,
horror.
no, yeah, but like, you know what terror is? It's a book, but it's, I think, made in a series when they get lost on the polar cap, and you're like, lost on the North Pole.
No, I joke with my lovely wife from time to time, like when we like today, you know, when we binge watch an entire season, all seasons of a show or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, you know, there's nothing to watch. We need to like talk,
Yeah.
spend time.
No, by the way, just to return quickly to the topic of tornado, my aunt posts the news regarding the tornado on our family chat group, and she comments like, the wind speeds were up to 250 miles per hour. And they're like, oh, that's nothing. That's the speed of a typical push scooter in Belgrade.
Yeah, by the way, it's ridiculous, but they actually recorded a guy who was riding a push scooter down the highway. Well, it's not highway, it's
Yeah, I think it was a highway.
no, but there's a
Autoput?
different word for highway. English fail. Let's move on. But yeah, let's say on a highway, he was riding around 80 kilometers per hour, which is around, I think, 50, maybe 45, 50 miles per hour, which is like, to say it's dangerous is 7 different understatements at once.
Yeah, like it's
especially in Belgrade, where people drive loco.
Yeah, mucho loco.
Like absolutely ridiculous, you know, ridiculous.
As they say, ridiculously loco.
Yes.
By the way,
somebody keeps distracting me, but it's important. So I apologize for not.
I have a story while you're being rude. I went to my new apartment to check how the works are going, and the carpenter and his assistant are like, "Hey, where's the air conditioning remote?" And I'm like, "It's supposed to be here somewhere." For 45 minutes, I have turned every rock, nook, and cranny inside of that apartment to locate that that remote. I could not find it, and the air conditioning that we have here, if you lose the remote, that's it. You can only kill yourself. That's it. So I've been looking for it and looking for it. I was in that place for 45 minutes. I was completely drenched. I can imagine what was it like for them who actually had to work there since the time I came until the time I left, and some more. There's that story in the Gospels about a woman who sweeps her entire house to find a dime. Guys, no. A remote for air conditioning in Belgrade during summer, like you would pay it in gold, trust me. Fortunately, we had a similar remote somewhere at home, so we managed to survive, but it's hot.
Where was the remote?
We didn't find it. I brought a different one that luckily worked.
and that's it.
That's
It's
it.
gone.
I think my theory is that it has fell somewhere under or behind the sofa, but because of all the mess in the apartment, we couldn't locate it. But I've looked on every ordinary place that I could reach or move or crawl under or jump over, but there was nothing. So I hope that I find it. But if not, at least I have that remote that now my sister does not have.
I mean, like older air conditioning units, you could turn them on without the remote. You know, like there's freaking buttons on it.
Yeah, but I have no idea what's up with this. Literally, like what's up with the fact that you can't turn it on without a remote? I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but
No, it's
I
not.
do
It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. But I'll tell you this: like I have in my office, I have this like Dyson, super cool fan, which is like it can do both cool and you know hot. And you can manage it with a button on it, and I mean you can turn it on and off, but basically everything else you need a remote. Like, and that's it. Like and I'm wondering, like, what's the point? Like, I can turn it on. Wow. You know, and there's nothing you can do, right? Like you can't make it move. You can't raise or lower the. By the way, the reason why I love it and the reason why I got it for the office, like the lower settings, the lower intensity settings, you can't hear it.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
You can't hear it. And
do you hear mine?
No, but I think since we're using Zoom, I think Zoom is actually removing like background noise. Unless you turn on original sound, which I know you don't know how to do. I already asked you.
I can try.
No, don't do a thing. Leave things as they are, please. Okay. Don't do a thing, please.
As God meant them to be.
One thing I wanted to ask you to share with our audience when we get the chance to record. By the way, we're like zero energy right now.
Yeah, like.
But well, we just kind of
things are picking up. Things are picking up.
Absolutely, like thank God. Like it's
finally
more than overdue. What I wanted you to talk about, because I can't, because I wasn't there. Spasodan.
Oh yes.
I envy you so much for being there, and I was like, I went on a let's say quick relief trip with two of my colleagues to work from a mountain to like pull ourselves out of context, and I missed it.
And we will talk about that in our next episode. Bye.